Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-2884. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. As of the 1st of September 2015, a total of 84 Foundation personnel are embedded in the United Kingdom National Crime Agency, British Security Industry Association, and associated security organizations in the United Kingdom. These personnel are to carry out the following directives: promotion of mass surveillance in the United Kingdom and legislation supporting an increase in the installation of video surveillance equipment in urban areas. Identification of instances of SCP-2884-1 and SCP-2884-2. Notification of Mobile Task Force Theta-11, Big Brother, in the case of confirmed sightings, instances of SCP-2884-1 or SCP-2884-2. Investigation to any and all possible connections to the individual, group, or entity known as the Overseer. All confirmed instances of SCP-2884-1 are to be removed and subsequently replaced with a suitable form of standard video surveillance equipment. All instances of SCP-2884-2 are to be captured if possible, and held at Secure Facility M84, Sylvia's Cardboard and Paper Limited, pending transfer to Site 6-3. Description: SCP-2884 is a phenomenon affecting developed areas within the United Kingdom. SCP-2884 exhibits no identifiable pattern in the location or rate of its manifestation, other than an increased probability of manifestation in areas with relatively high crime rates. SCP-2884-1 are CCTV cameras which appear in areas affected by SCP-2884. Instances of SCP-2884-1 appear only in locations outside of the view of pre-existing video surveillance equipment, often in excessive number, proximity, and in seemingly illogical configurations. And this is a log of notable SCP-2884-1 configurations. 5 instances radially arranged on a telephone pole at around average head height. 9 instances observing different sections of a children's playground, 3 of which observe the sandbox. 26 instances arranged on the wall of a residential apartment complex, each facing a seemingly random direction. 2 instances 1 meter apart, facing each other. 33 instances on the wall of an alleyway, all focused on a graffito of a home television set in white spray paint on the opposite wall. Text on the screen reads, "Who's watching you?" Examination of instances of SCP-2884-1 suggests that they have been installed in a standard manner by persons unknown, despite instances having been observed in locations that would be extremely difficult to reach by conventional means. While it is known that the installation or appearance of instances of SCP-2884-1 generally occurs between the hours of 9 p.m. and 5 a.m., the exact moment of this occurrence has yet to be observed by Foundation personnel or standard video surveillance equipment. Instances of SCP-2884-1 appear to function with no visible power source. Disassembly has revealed that instances are constructed of a combination of standard commercially available electronics and a number of components of unknown origin. Some non-standard components are engraved with an image of a human eye. Instances of SCP-2884-1 cease functioning upon disassembly, and have so far remained non-functional thereafter, despite meticulous reassembly. SCP-2884-2 are a collection of humanoid entities. Instances of SCP-2884-2 are physically and genetically identical, and do not display even slight variation in height, weight, build, or skin tone. Instances lack fingerprints, hair, reproductive organs, and eyes. The ocular cavities of instances are hollow and show signs of surgical removal of the ocular organs. Instances are invariably found wearing identical dark blue riot gear and helmets. Atop each instance's helmet is a mounted CCTV camera, similar to instances of SCP-2884-1. Specialized cabling connects this camera directly to the brainstem of an SCP-2884-2 instance via the back of the neck, allowing the instance a sense of sight through the device. The means by which this nervous system interface is achieved is not fully understood. Instances of SCP-2884-2 appear in an area when an instance of SCP-2884-1 observes a perceived criminal act. Instances appear in groups of 2 to 10 in the nearest location not under immediate observation by nearby individuals or video equipment, with the exception of SCP-2884-1, and will then proceed to punish the offender. Forms of punishment include partial or complete removal of articles of clothing from the offender's person, assault with blunt weapons, encircling the offender or offenders and shouting loudly for up to 5 minutes, and finally, restraint, followed by an instance of SCP-2884-2 facing the offender and reciting a nonsensical version of the right to silence, before offender is physically carried to a location outside of the view of nearby individuals or video equipment. The following transcript is a combination of a portion of confiscated surveillance footage from Street, Wales, recorded from 1511 to 1515 on April 22, 2009. And the cell phone footage and spoken testimony of a nearby witness, amnesticized after interview. Begin transcript. 1511-22. A civilian is seen sitting on a street bench and removing his shoes within view of an instance of SCP-2884-1. 1511-27. 3 instances of SCP-2884-2 emerge from nearby alleyway and approach the civilian. 1511-31. Civilian appears to initially mistake instances of SCP-2884-2 for law enforcement, then inquires as to the purpose of the cameras on their helmets. 1511-36. 2 instances of SCP-2884-2 restrain the civilian while a third stands facing him. Confiscated cell phone footage begins now.
Oi! What are you doing? You are under arrest for the violation of Law 1130, Public Indecency, and Law 3667, the unauthorized use of a public bench. This is a mistake! You have to let me go. I didn't do anything wrong! You do not have to say anything. Except nothing, but it may harm your defense if you do not question when mentioned something you later lie about in court. Anything you do say or do may be all said and done in evidence. Do you understand your rights, as I have to you, said and done them? What is that? Of course I don't bloody understand. What did I do? Where the hell are you taking me? Let me go, you fucking coppers, let go!
1513-53. 2 instances of SCP-2884-2 drag civilian to the alleyway they emerged from. 1 remaining instance picks up civilian's shoes, then stares in the direction of the filming witness for 6 seconds before following. Neither the SCP-2884-2 instances nor the civilian re-emerge. End transcript. Incident 2884-01. Instances of SCP-2884-2 are difficult to capture, mainly due to the brevity of their appearances. However, on November 2nd, 2010, a Foundation Rapid Response Team was able to apprehend 5 instances of SCP-2884-2 following the reported assault of multiple civilians in the Greenwich area, London, by unidentified individuals in riot gear. Instances offered significant resistance, displaying above normal levels of physical strength and resistance to aerosolized sedatives before being forcibly restrained. Captive instances designated SCP-2884-A through E. This is Interview 2884-1. Date: November 3rd, 2010. Interviewer, Dr. Carlyle. Subject, SCP-2884-2-A. Playing log, now.
Hello, SCP-2884-2-A. May I call you that, or do you have another name? Very well. Why were you and your associates assaulting those people?
Violation of Law 51384. No gathering of more than 2 individuals is to take place within 8.4 meters of a bird bath.
Could you explain why that makes sense to you?
The law is the law. The overseer makes the laws. The law makes sense.
I see. Who is this overseer?
The overseer makes the laws. The overseer watches everything.
All right. And what purpose do these laws serve?
The overseer sees a future free of crime, filth and degradation, free of corruption, free of chemical addiction, free of littering, free of murder, free of jaywalking, free of rape, free of loitering.
That's quite enough. Tell me, how does the overseer see all these things?
Through the eyes.
What happened to your eyes, SCP-2884-2-A? The ones in your skull?
Never had them, don't need them.
Are you sure? Because from here, without your visor, they look like they've been surgically removed.
Never had them. Don't need them.
I see. Now, back to this overseer. Do you know where he is now?
The overseer is everywhere. There are eyes to see. The overseer is watching you right now.
No further information could be extracted from SCP-2884-2-A or B. SCP-2884-2-A and B terminated and submitted for autopsy. Remaining captive instances transferred to Site-06-3. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Security cameras, man. They're everywhere. You know what? Never mind. No one ever listens to me anyway. That about does it for today. Thank you all for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye. I would like to give a special thank you to Muslim Wookie, Slump God, Justin Day, John O. Porter, Captain Gorge, Fluffy, Dread, my archive curator Nick, Tyver Ball, Cody Tench, Cheese Whip, Dips McGee, and Oblong Doucheboy. If you would like a special thank you at the end of each of my videos, and some other cool stuff as well, visit patreon.com/TheVolgun. Thank you.